What's going on, brothers? What is going on? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another Future Classic live stream. Sorry for the wait, had some technical issues, but if you're here, you're here. Please press a one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How is my audio? How is my audio? Mayday, mayday, mayday. We good? Are we good? Press a one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Aussie in the building. Shout out to Aussie. Shout out to Aussie. Raphael Taylor, Cloud Ninja, Baseball Clips. Awesome, man. Aaron, awesome, awesome. Let's get straight into it, brothers. So, we are here. We are here for another Future Classic. I want to say first and foremost, thank you very much for the support over the past couple of years. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome aboard, the new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. Tonight, please like the video, like the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. So some support. Hit the Patreon, join the Patreon. There's an explicit version of Hungary on the Patreon right now. Go and check it out. It will blow your mind. Look out for the upcoming Python course coming next month in February. Get into IT. Do listen to what I tell you to do so you can remote work anywhere around the world, etc., etc. And of course, book your IT consultations with me. Support me any way you can. That will be greatly appreciated. Okay. Awesome. So, and cop the merch too. So today we shall be breaking down Hungary. Okay. I got a very special guest with me called Mr. Kevin. Kevin, how you doing, bro?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Kevin. Thank you so very much. So, Kevin, give us a brief background about who you are, bro, where you from, and anything special about you.
Um, well, I work in healthcare, and I'm 60 years old. Started traveling to well, actually started traveling to Europe about 3 years ago, and so I've been to about maybe 9 countries, and I prefer Europe because to be honest, I like white women. So, so, uh,
Okay.
so that's my thing with Europe. And the other thing I like about Europe is safe, and like you can go out 3 o'clock in the morning and walk in most places no one's going to bother you. And the other thing is that Europeans tend to treat Black people a lot better than Americans treat Black people. And I'm not saying that I have had like major problems here, but we know the deal with the United States. So
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So let's get straight into it, brother. Hungary, is that in Central Europe or Eastern Europe?
um, I think it's central. It's in east. It's actually eastern, but it's further down than Germany, and it's about, I think by train it was about maybe 8 hours from the Czech Republic. But I flew in. Actually, I flew from Estonia down to Hungary.
Okay.
And,
Awesome, bro. Mm.
and 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 of course, the reason why I flew was because the ticket on Wizz Air, I think, was only like $99. I normally travel business class, but they had sold out of the business class. But I figured for $99, I could take a couple hours, on a plane. I think it was about a 2 hour plane ride.
Okay. So where were you in Hungary? Was it Budapest, I'm guessing, mostly?
Yeah, I was in Budapest.
Awesome, bro. So break down for us the accommodation there for passport bros. In terms of Where should we stay? Where did you stay? Was it hotel? Was it Airbnb? Break it down for us, bro.
Um, I was in Budapest twice. So I stayed 4 days, and then I went to Croatia. So the first time that I was in Budapest, I stayed in a hotel, and the hotel was right across the street from the Danube River, and Budapest is divided in basically two sections. There's Buda, which is the more residential and like affluent area, and then there's Pest, which is the more tourist part and the party part. So I stayed in Buda, which was the more residential area. Really enjoyed it. It was really walkable, and of course you can cross the bridge by foot, and you're in the other section of town. You're in Pest, the party area. But like the first 4 days, I basically stayed in Buda, and I really enjoyed it because it was right there on the river, and it had a large walking path. There were probably no less than like 200 or 300 people walking at a time, like all day. And
Okay, so hold on. Sorry, brother. So, when it comes to hotels, right, is the quality of hotels great or good in Hungary? The service, break it down for us, bro, hotel wise. Let's keep on track here, please.
Yeah, I stayed in probably I probably paid like maybe 150, 160 for a hotel in the more residential area, and then when I stayed in the other part, I probably paid about 110 or something like that. I really liked the hotel in Buda because it had a good restaurant, and of course food was kind of pricey, but it was really good, so I didn't care. There were probably other accommodations, but I really liked that particular hotel. I forgot the name of it. You could probably look it up.
Okay, thank you, bro. So when it comes to Hungary, brother, right? I know it's a European country, but who runs that country? You know, is it ethnic Hungarians? Is it the Russians there? Is it the Germans there? I know it's a diverse country, even though it's in Hungary. Break it down for us, bro. And they are quite. No, actually, no, break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, it's from what I understand, it has somewhat of a quote religious government, and you know, a parliament, and I know some of the people there basically said that there were some issues with the like the government and but for the most part everything seemed to be stable, you know, for me.
Okay, but who's okay? So you're saying it's a religious government, right, that runs the country. Are they Hungarians? Do Hungarians have the most power there?
Yeah, and I think they're Catholic, or if I'm correct.
Okay, interesting. So, what about, brother, in terms of culture? Is it a conservative culture? Is it a liberal culture? Is it a mixture of two, based on what you said there, brother? Culturally, are they conservative? Are they liberal? And tell us why.
Well, that depends on where you go. If you're in the more residential areas, you may have a little bit of a you'll probably have like fewer English speakers, and there will be more Hungarian. But I didn't have any trouble with the language. Basically, people under like 30, they can speak English. They may not be fluent, but they can speak English. When you get on the tourist side, you won't have trouble with the English part at all. And and of course, when tourists, they basically are there to have a good time, and so
But I mean in terms, bro. I mean in terms of, is Hungary a conservative country or is it a
oh yeah,
liberal
yeah, I think
country?
so, yeah.
And tell us why, brother. Let's keep on track here, brother. So please hear my question
Yeah,
very clearly. Answer it, please, brother. Is it conservative? Is it liberal? Tell us why, bro. Let's get to it.
it's conservative in that there are like distinct gender roles. So like men are men and women are women, and nobody's crossing the line to be the other thing. I mean, you're not going to have a lot of like woke stuff or anything like that. You're not going to have that. No.
Interesting, because there's a guy, the leader. I can't remember his name. He appears to be very conservative, very right wing. So, but would you say, like, in your time in Budapest, right, that there's a strong right wing culture there?
I think among the older people, but the younger people, they're not really into that.
Okay, so you mentioned that it's a conservative nation, right? Where
Yeah.
do black men fit into that? How are we treated there since it's a conservative nation, but are we respected there or are we, shunned upon there? How are black men treated there in Hungary?
I didn't have any problems at all, and I mean I mean, you're kind of suspicious when you go to a place and there's very few black people. Like my first 4 days there, I probably saw about maybe 3 brothers. Until I got over into the tourist area, and then maybe I saw maybe 10 or 15. But I mean, there wasn't any problems, and I went to I was in and out of the stores and the restaurants over there, and everyone was nice, and that's the other thing uh, is that that Budapest has been called the third rudest nation in Europe, and I really didn't see any of that.
Okay, interesting. So you were treated right and respected as a black man there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's fine, bro. So what about in terms of, obviously we're passport bros, right? What about in terms of business opportunities and investments? Anything out there that we can make use of as passport bros?
Uh, I'm not sure about that, but I think I'm quite sure that it's somewhat entrepreneurial because I mean you see people driving like nice cars and tech is definitely uh, there and I had a couple women asked me, like what was I doing there? Was I working in tech? And I never mentioned tech, and I said no, I don't work in tech. But they thought right off the bat that I guess since I had darker skin, I was there working in tech.
Okay, interesting, bro. So Hungarian people, right? Tell me more about them. Are Hungarian people, are they nice people? Are they extroverts? Are they introverts? Are they very quiet people? What's the personality of the average Hungarian?
Um, well, I mean they seem to be like normal and I mean kind of like carefree, but not silly. You know what I mean? They're just they weren't it's just normal. They weren't really one way or the other.
Okay. Okay. So they're good people in general.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you meet people and make friends there?
Uh, well, I didn't get out and socialize a lot because I had just come from Estonia, and I had a project that I was working on, and but I mean I got out a lot, but I wasn't really there to socialize. So it was more so a vacation, but I did talk to a few people. I went in a few shops. There was a food market across the street from my uh, second hotel, and I would go in there and talk to people about spices and stuff like that uh, because they have spices over there that we don't have here. So and uh, and everyone seems to be very friendly and helpful.
Wow, incredible. So when it comes to transportation, bro, um, how did you move around and how should passport bros move around there in Hungary? Is it bus, subway? Break it down for us.
Um, they do have subway and they have bus. I basically got around by walking, and when I couple times that I did go someplace that I needed transportation, I used Bolt.
Awesome. And how much did the transportation cost? Was it cheap? Was it expensive?
Um, from the airport to the hotel was expensive. I'll never do that again. And I think the reason why I did that was because I saved about 20 20 minutes, and time time was really a premium because I came in the afternoon, and I knew it was going to get dark in a couple hours, so I wanted to see as much of the city as I could while it was light. So I took a Bolt, and that was $40. Uh, but then looking back on it, I'm kind of glad I did, because I got a chance to talk to the young guy that was a, was a driver, and so he gave me tips, and then he also told me, he said, you're actually staying in the richest in like one of the richest neighborhoods in Budapest. You know that, right? I said, no, I didn't know that. So
Okay. All right. So next question for you, bro, is food. So what's your thoughts on Hungarian food? Is Hungarian food
uh,
tasty? Hold on, brother. Sorry. And what's your favorite cuisine there that was Hungarian? Break it down for us, bro.
uh, I think Hungarian food is probably the best food in the world. To me, I like Southern, like black cooking, and Hungarians are about the only people on earth that can season food as good or even better than a Southern black person. So
What?
that's saying something.
Hey, bro, you
Yeah,
cap right now, bro. You cap. You tell me, hold on, brother. You tell me there's a group of people on planet Earth that season their food better than black people, better than
yeah,
black American people. Break it down for us. What do you mean?
yeah. Like most of their dishes are really tasty. And see, Hungary is one of the few countries that have real paprika. Their paprika actually have a taste to it. Most paprika is just for a garnish or appearance, but theirs actually have taste to it. Uh, I probably had the best roasted chicken that I ever had in my life there, and I don't know how they season it. They had potato dishes. They had like scalloped potatoes. I mean, their food is really seasoned. Uh, and of course, I knew that going there because a couple of brothers had told me. They said, "I'm gonna tell you something." They said Hungarian women are the only women that can actually keep pace with black women in cooking as far as seasoning their food. So, hungry food, the Hungarian food is really good.
Oh, this is sounding very promising there. So, what's your favorite Hungarian cuisine? Give us one.
I like the goulash. And goulash, actually, the way they make it, it's more like a soup. And I mean, they don't have like noodles and pasta in it, but I mean, it is really good. And I've had the beef goulash, and I even had chicken goulash, and I ate that cold, and it was good. And I mean, I normally like my food hot, but but by the time I got back to my hotel, it was cold, and I was eating it, and it was still good. So yeah, they have some really good cooks there. And they have Hungarian restaurants. They have good Italian restaurants. I probably had some of the best spaghetti I had in my life. They had like a tomato and a wine sauce or something on the spaghetti, and yeah, they just have really good food.
Wow, brother, this is sounding very promising to me so far. So, brother, what about cost of living there in Budapest, Hungary? When you compare the cost of living in Budapest, Hungary to America, what country is more expensive? What's cheaper? Break it down for us, brother, cost of living wise.
Hungary would be cheaper than New York, and I mean, you could probably get like a $1,200 apartment uh, with a view of the river, and it would be equal to something like 3 or 4 thousand in New York. And there's cheaper apartments, but I actually looked at a couple of places while I was there. So I mean, you could probably live pretty good on about maybe 2,000 a month. But if you were there, you would want to live much better than that. So you probably want 4 or 5 thousand a month, and then you could really live good.
Oh, $5,000.
Yeah, a month you could live pretty good.
So, brother, that's quite expensive. I keep it real. That's quite a lot. Um,
Well, I mean, like the
hold on, sorry, brother. What's the minimum we need to get by? Like, obviously,
get by
get by and just have a normal life, brother.
get by, you could probably do it about 1,800 a month.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. And adding another 400, you can have a better quality of life. That's a lot cheaper than New York, LA,
Yeah.
Texas. That's cool.
Right.
I think some of us don't want to, live that, fancy lifestyle. As long as we can actually have a good quality of life, save some money, there is some bad chicks, we're good. And obviously keep our belly full and one part of our body empty, keeping it PG, then we good. Then we good.
Well,
So,
I mean, once you saw the women there, I mean, your budget. I mean, to get the real baddies, you need to be be on. You need to be in the residential area, and I mean, your rent would probably start at around 800 plus utilities and
but that's one bed, right? That's one bedroom only for one person?
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to view and all that stuff, you could do it. You could do it for about maybe 11, 1200.
That's not bad. That is
Right,
not bad. That is not
right,
bad. Hungary is looking like a good spot so far, bro. So next question for you, brother, is in terms of safety, right?
right.
You as a black man, were you safe out there in Hungary, brother? Break down safety for us overall as a brother.
Uh, I didn't have any problems, and the latest I went out, I think, was maybe 10 or 11, and I was on Walking Street, which is called Vassy Street, VACI, and they probably had about maybe 5,000 people out there at night, and I didn't have any trouble. You did have a few drunk people, but and also I went to an outdoor concert at the foot of the bridge, and they probably had about maybe 10,000 people, and I walked through the crowd, and no problems at all.
So no one stepping to you, no one looking at you funny, no one attacked you at all. No weird
No,
looks.
no.
Okay, this is good. This is good. So next question for you, bro, is in terms of any racism slur said towards you, N-word use, N-word in their language. Did you experience that at all?
No. Uh-uh. No.
Okay. Wow. Hungary. Okay. Interesting. Um, lifestyle there, brother. You know, what's the lifestyle for the average person in Hungary, brother? Is it a high class? Is it a high class lifestyle? Is it a low class lifestyle? Is it middle? What's the lifestyle there in Hungary?
Probably middle. I think the basic like wages there are probably about maybe 1,000 a month or a little more. And that there's I guess there's 8 sections of town, so people live all over, and but it's not expensive. But I mean, it can go, sky's the limit. I mean, they do have $1 million homes, $1 million apartments, and all that stuff. And I mean, you do see Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and in the party area, you see guys walking around, and that they have money. And there's cafes and places that that you have to have money if you want to go there.
Wow, incredible. Okay, okay. So my other question for you, brother, is no. That is all. I'm a bit surprised about how great their food is in Hungary, brother. I'm
No,
interested in trying out the food. But you telling me, would you say it's top five for you ever, Hungarian food?
is it the top what?
It's top five ever in your list.
Um, I mean, I prefer. Well, there's one Hungarian dish that I had that just can't be duplicated, and it's potatoes, bacon, ham, cheese, onions, and I mean the taste is just out of this world, and I think it's like a potato casserole or something. So
Wow.
I mean, I just I mean, if you like Southern cooking, I mean it's probably the one place in Europe that you're gonna get it.
It says here, bro, that what's it called? It says here that um Hungarian cuisine has been described as being the spiciest cuisine in Europe. That's crazy. They
Yeah.
are technically skilled, have respect for ingredients, and are unafraid of flavor. Wow.
Mm.
Okay. I think Hungarian food. I got to try that, bro. Flipping heck. Let's go.
And I mean, and they have like a riverboat, like dinner cruises and all kinds of things. I mean, it's really a culture built around food.
Awesome. And that's why traveling again, it's not only about women, it's about
Right.
scenery, food. When I was in Korea, brothers, I had some of the best pasta, beef, and tomato sauce, tomato sauce. You say tomatoes, we say tomato in the UK. In my past,
Right.
I'm like, this is flame. So get your
Yeah.
passport, get into IT, etc., brothers. We're not playing no games here. So now let's go on to the woman part, brother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Kevin, I'm going to ask you a very important question, brother. Right? This
Yep.
question, Kevin, is without a doubt the most important question in the history of mankind, going back a million years plus, brother. Okay, or thousands of years plus. This
Yep.
question here, Mr. Kevin, is a question that can bring about world peace and cure all wars happening on planet Earth. This
Mm.
question here, brother, is so powerful and potent and pure, it can turn water into wine and wine into water. A question so magnificent, brother. You know, it can bring to life someone that was deleted or unlived, right? A
Yes.
question so incredible, brother. It can stop a meteorite from destroying planet Earth. And a question so stupendous, so outrageous, so elegant, it can split the earth into two. It's that powerful, bro. It can cause earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes. It can essentially, brother, cause
Mm.
a volcano to erupt. This question for you, brother, is: are the women in Hungary checking heavy for black men and passport bros?
I would say yes, and you know there's also a secret to that, is that and I don't know whether I should let the secret out or not, but I will. Uh, Hungary is known for having a lot of solo female travelers because it's safe, and a lot of those women come from Denmark, the Netherlands, Austria, and like Germany. So you've got women that are traveling solo. And so like in the party area, there's a lot of women and they're single. And I mean, you have women who are backpacking and I mean, like I saw I met a couple, well, not a couple, but I met this Dutch woman that I mean, she was just real tall and I mean, but yeah, they if you're looking for basically any nationality of women, you can find them there. Um, there, I met two young ladies. I thought they were Hungarian. They were absolutely beautiful, and they said, "No, we're from Jordan." And
Oh,
so,
oh, Middle East. Lord have
uh,
mercy.
and I met a Brazilian woman, and so I asked her. I said, "Oh, I said, are you from Hungary?" And she said no. And so I'm thinking, well, then like maybe she's from Scandinavia or something, and she was from Brazil, but like a 30-year-old, just gorgeous blonde.
Flipping
And that's
heck.
the other thing about Hungary. Uh, like women 30 and 40 years old are absolutely beautiful. So I mean, they keep themselves pretty well, you know.
Okay. So I wanna know more about Hungarian women, brother, right? You said they're checking for brothers. That's awesome. Why, in your opinion, are they checking for brothers? What is it about brothers that that Hungarian women love? Break it down for us, bro.
Well, I think that that Hungarian men are not as quote respectful, and so they tend to like foreigners, and there's not too many black men there, so you're you stand out. I mean, when I went to that concert, I mean, there were maybe five of us there out of maybe 10,000 people. So I mean, you really stand out. I mean, it's like being a celebrity. It's like Michael Jordan or LeBron James walking into a place.
Wow. So, but this is very incredible because Hungary, Central Europe, not a lot of brothers there. This is awesome. So, what's the image of brothers there in Hungary from what you heard, from what you saw? What did they think of us? Break it down for us.
I mean, I think my best reception was in the hotel. In the morning, they had breakfast, and I think it's kind of one of those expensive breakfasts. It was like $15, but I mean, it was worth it because they had professionals and executives and whatever, and their families there. And I mean, I got a chance to, you bump into a lot of people there, and you talk to them. But it seems like everyone just fits in. And I mean, people aren't really looking at you because you're black. You're just another person. And of course, I like that better than really being singled out. I just want to be treated as a human being.
So you're saying our image there in Hungary is good. We're respected
Yeah,
there. They have a
yeah.
positive vibe and image of us, bro. Unlike the West, is that what you're saying to me, brother?
It- y- yes. And then the other thing, like now, when you go into a lot of the establishments, they're playing black music, but it's 80s and 90s stuff.
Oh, okay. That Boys to Men, that D'Angelo, you know, that
Well,
kind of
more like
vibe, bro.
more like Isley Brothers and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, and when people pass by in their cars sometime and they're blasting music, that's what they're blasting. They're blasting um a lot like Tupac, stuff like that. Yeah, they like that.
So they bumping Funkadelic, Isley Brothers. They're bumping what's that? They're bumping the Commodores. Incredible, bruv. It's so
Yeah.
it's easy. She loves you like early morning. Oh, it's so easy. It's lovely like Sunday morning. You know that song, bro?
Yeah.
Absolute classic, bruv. Absolute classic. Okay, so incredible, brother. So interesting, right? So let me ask this, brother, right? So apart from white European women there in Hungary, are there any other race of women there that show a lot of brothers love? Break it down for us.
um well, I mean, they're Asians, but I think the Asian women, well, first of all, there's not too many black men there. So, but I think the Asian women, they're probably interested in white men. Um, but I mean, I haven't had much dealing with them there.
Okay.
But
No, it makes sense. I tend to avoid Asian women that Europeanized that in Europe. It's just no point. We know that they literally worship white dudes, so there's no
mhm.
point dealing with them. So next question for you, bro, is so where are the best places in Budapest, Hungary to meet ethnic Hungarian women? Let's start with that first. How are you doing it, brother? How are you meeting these women? Where are the best places for us as possible for us to do so?
um, I think one of the like big pickup places is like Burger King on Vassy Street. That's the main walking street. Um, and the other place is KFC. I mean, and then there's like a lot of cafes. there's a coffee. There's like an outdoor coffee shop. It's right across from the. It's right across from like the market downtown, and there's a park there, and it's right across from the bridge by the Danube River. That's a very good place. But I mean, uh, some people have told me the malls, but I didn't get I didn't even get to the malls because there was just so much right there on Walking Street. I mean, there's probably a couple thousand of shops,
So you're
and
telling me,
I
go on. Sorry, go on. Carry on.
I was there I think on a weekend, and I mean when I went out, it was either a Friday or a Saturday night. There must have been about maybe 10,000 people just on Walking Street. So I mean, if anyone wanted to pick up someone, and most of the women are solo, or otherwise they're in like groups or two or three.
So that's basically right, basically Walking Street.
Yeah.
So, brother, you mentioned KFC and Burger King to pick up
Mhm.
women. So you telling me so a woman would be in KFC or Burger King eating by
Oh yeah,
herself?
yeah.
Hold on, sorry, bro. You sit next to her. Hey, how you doing? And that's it.
Ye- Well, well. They have a reputation. People who travel will tell you if you want to pick up a woman, especially Burger King. I mean that. I mean um, I mean you may be able to Google it, but I've heard that many times that yeah that Burger King jumps.
In
And
that place, in that street in Hungary, a lot of dimes are in Burger King, and they're there for your picking.
yeah, yeah.
Flipping heck.
If you're a little outgoing, and if you can open up that conversation, you can probably get names. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Another thing is that the women in Budapest, they know they're hot and they know their worth. And so you also have gold diggers there. So I mean, I'm just letting you know that. I mean, and and then the other thing about women there, they definitely want you to spend money on them. And I mean, that's not really gold digger, but I mean, if you want the traditional roles, well then, you've got to play that like provider or whatever. So
Okay, so if I'm providing for her, right? What is she? What is this Hungarian chick bringing to the table? What's the average traditional Hungarian chick bringing to the table, bro?
well, I mean, you're going to get companionship, and I mean, you're going to get like a trophy because she's nice looking. I mean, she knows. I mean, that's one thing that Hungarian men men will tell you. Our women are beautiful, and they know it.
Mm.
So so I mean, she basically knows when you step up to her, she knows what's on your mind. And I mean, if she knows that city, she knows where she can pick up certain kind of men. And then the other thing is that I think the gender thing there is there's actually more men than there is women there, if I'm correct. But yet when you go out on the street, you see a lot of women.
Okay, so let's unpack that, right? Um, how do we avoid gold diggers in Hungary?
Uh, Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the average fella. I mean, if I mean, you know, you may go there and you say that you have a standard and all that stuff. But I mean, I've seen women in Hungary that if they ask me for my rent money, they could have it. You've got women that bad there. So I mean, if a guy if a guy's coming to Hungary from let's say maybe Pennsylvania or Alabama, I mean, he's gonna be in bad shape. I mean, you know, you need to go someplace else before you go to Budapest, because if you just land in Budapest, you know, no, you're gonna be eaten alive, because when you see those women, you're gonna go crazy.
All right. So let me let's unpack that. So is feminism a problem there amongst women there in Budapest, Hungary?
Uh, I don't think I don't think not it's not Western feminism. I mean, you do have women there that are educated and they work, especially over in the residential area. Um, I mean, those women are really about their business, but you know, at the end of the day, they're women. They're not trying to be a man.
Mm.
And I mean, they're not. I mean, you're not gonna have any of that.
Okay, interesting. Let me ask this then. Let me ask this. So when it comes to the communication language, right?
Mhm.
What language do we communicate with the average Hungarian chick? Do we have to know Hungarian, or is English enough?
It probably would make sense to learn a little Hungarian, but I didn't know any Hungarian, and I think there were a couple of maids there that were very friendly, but I mean they didn't know English, and I think that I probably could have talked to them, communicated better, if I knew Hungarian. But in most shops and places, and if you go into the tourist section, um, you won't have any trouble with English, with not speaking Hungarian. Knowing it would definitely be a plus. I would imagine you really clean up if you knew some Hungarian. Like if you had if you knew maybe a few verbs and how to say hi and stuff like that, I think that you could really.
Okay, so shout out to Phil Waff in the building, Passport Bro legend, awesome dude.
Right.
That's correct. It's Soviet feminism. So Theo backs up your point there. Do you have any idea what Soviet feminism is?
No.
That's fine, bro. Hopefully Theo calls in to break it down for us that later down the stream. But that's interesting there. Theo, is Soviet feminism good or bad? Because I don't want that feminist stuff, man. Just poisoning stuff, bruv. I've had enough of it. So let me
Well,
ask you,
I
brother.
think in Eastern Europe, feminism, basically, women want to be able to go to college and they want to be able to have a job. But I mean, they're not trying to be men. They're not trying to tell men what to do. I mean, they still have a respect for their father, for their boyfriend or husband or whatever. And so, so I mean, it's not like the US where the women not only want like the right to vote and to get an education, a job and stuff like that, but they actually want to be men. And I didn't see any of that over there at all.
Okay. So let me ask this then, brother. You mentioned that Hungarian women are good looking, right?
Correct.
How good looking are they on a scale of 1 to 10, sorry, what are you ranking the average Hungarian chick?
Uh, well, I mean, I tend to like blondes, and there are a lot of brunettes, and I mean, women. Now, I think the best place, the best looking women I think I've ever seen is it would be like Finland and Estonia, and Hungarian women could go toe to toe with them.
Wow. But that's a huge statement there, because I do know for a fact that the Scandinavian chicks, particularly Finland chicks, are some of the best looking chicks in Europe. You tell me, brother, they
Yeah,
go toe to toe with them?
toe to toe. Yeah.
Flipping heck, bruv. Wow. What
and
about
and
body?
and then the
Go on.
other thing,
Hmm.
the other thing is there's so many women from other places, and I mean, I mean, I may be looking at a woman and I think she's Hungarian, and I mean she may be from someplace else, but I mean I went to that concert, and I mean I saw more women. I saw more beautiful women at that concert within like maybe 15, 20 minutes of being in that concert than I have all my life put together. And
Wow.
I mean you had and most of the women were thin with like athletic bodies, and I mean you had women that was short hair, long hair, lot of brunettes, and a few redheads. But I mean, those they're absolutely beautiful.
So, brother, right now, slim thick, okay. I love that, right? But I'm
Mhm.
asking you, man to man, brother, passport bro to passport bro. What's the average body figure of a Hungarian chick? Is it skinny? Is it fat? Is it slim thick? Is it thick? Is it BBLs? Which one come first, bro?
No. Uh, uh, I saw a lot of like athletic women, especially in the residential side. And I mean, I think that I would probably judge I probably judged the Hungarian women based on the residential side in Buda than I would in Pest, because Pest have a lot of tourists. But
Wow. Okay, so they got a nice body shape, brother. Curvy,
yeah,
nicely shaped. Like me, I'm a passport bro, right? I love putting my hands on a woman's hips. You're right,
right.
feeling it up, getting her close to me. You know, um, putting my hands through a stomach, flat
Mhm.
stomach. I can get that in Hungary, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lord, let's go. This is incredible. This is
But
incredible.
but see, that's the other thing why I say that I mean you could do Budapest on a budget, but I mean if you go there and like you spend more money, you could go to much better places and probably meet better women, and so you could scale up your experience. And of course I always tell people, if you're going someplace place, do a lot of sacrificing so you have enough money so that when you get there and you see that there's a, a higher level of experience, that you can partake in it. uh,
Okay, go on.
I was over I was over there. I think I had like maybe a $3,500 budget the last time I went there. And when I came back from Europe and I tallied up things, because a friend asked me, "Well, how much did you spend?" I said, "Oh, I don't even know." And I had spent over 8 grand. So
Okay. All right,
So
bro.
I mean,
So
but I mean, it really depends on what you want to do, the places you want to go, the people you want to hang out with, and all that stuff. So,
brother, when you were with a hot Hungarian chick, did you get looks from Hungarian men as to why is a black man with such a beautiful woman like that, brother? Obviously, in the West, right, I noticed that when I see a black man, right, with a good-looking white woman in the UK, a lot of white dudes like they're looking at what's going on here? How did that happen? You know, and I see it all the time, right? It's like it's a look of hate, a look of confusion, disgust. Do you get that same look in Hungary?
well, I mean, I stopped and talked to quite a few women, and men would pass by, and I mean, they didn't care because I mean, they're used to women looking that good. And I mean, and they figure, they know the deal that you're supposed to talk to women, you're supposed to be with women. So you don't have any of that stuff.
Okay, awesome. So now, brother, so I want to dive into the psyche more of Hungarian chicks, right? So if a brother was to have a Hungarian girlfriend, that's his main chick, and he tells her, "Hey, I want to have another girlfriend. You're my main chick. I want to have two other girlfriends." Would the average Hungarian woman accept that, or is that a no go having side chicks?
I kind of think that Hungarian men pretty much do what they want to do, and I mean, if you're in a relationship and you're taking care of the woman and the kids or whatever, uh, I mean, she expects you to kind of stray or do whatever you want to do. And I mean, there's something like 1.8 million people there in Budapest. And I mean, you could go on another side of town or whatever and do what you want and come back, and she probably wouldn't even know. But I mean, they probably expect the men to wander or cheat.
Okay. So what about body count, um, Mr. Kevin?
Uh,
What's the do you think the average body count of a Hungarian woman is high? Is it low? Can we find virgin women out there? Break it down for us,
uh,
brother. What's the body count looking like?
um, in the tourist area and the women that hang out over there, it could be kind of medium uh, to high. I'm not sure. In the more residential area, it may not be as high. Virgins, I I don't know.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. Um, okay, interesting. So the average Hungarian chick could have a high body count. Okay, that's a red flag for me. So ugh, okay. So next question for you, bro, is so do you think that Hungarian women are wifeable? If so, what makes Hungarian woman wifeable in your opinion, brother?
Well, I mean, if you were there for quite a while, yeah, you could find a wife there. I don't know at what age they marry, but I think there's a lot of single women in like their 30s and 40s, uh, and I would probably be looking in that age range there because the women are still looking good at that age, in Hungary. But yeah, I think that, but by then she may have kids, or she may have, and if she's 40, she may have kids that have left home or something. I don't know.
Okay. Hmm.
I could
Okay.
I could I, could- I could take a situation where the kid had left home. I don't want to raise anyone else's kids though.
Of course, no one does. So so Are they conservative Romanian women mentally and politically?
Uh, yeah, I would say they were. Um, I don't think that. I mean, they're not going to be out there picketing for rights and all that stuff. And I mean, they they're definitely women. I mean, they're feminine, whether they're wearing a dress or a pants. You know.
Okay. So let me ask this then, bro. Um, Let me ask this. So if I was to take a Hungarian chick, right, to America, she's conservative in Hungary. I take her to America to live with me in America. Will she keep to her conservative ways, or will she become brainwashed by, you know, American culture, the man-hating culture, the garbage ephemism, the whole nonsense, liberal nonsense there happening in America, or will she stick to her ways?
To be honest with you, it would be hard to get a Hungarian woman, I think, to come to America. Most Hungarians that leave Hungary, they want to go to maybe Germany or Poland or someplace like that. There's not a lot of migration from there to over here. I mean, there is some, but for the most part, they're not going to do that. And then the other thing, their family structure is so strong. She probably wouldn't want to leave like her parents and siblings, you know, because their families are pretty tight.
But suppose we got an American brother, he's got a Hungarian chick, it's going very well, and he's moving back to America, and she agrees to go to America with him. Will she keep to her traditional ways, or will she adopt American toxic culture eventually in America? In your opinion, break it down for us.
Uh, I don't know. Well, I mean, I think she's going to stick to her culture as much as she can, but you know, the West have a way of changing people. And I mean,
Mm.
I wouldn't bring a woman back to the West. I mean, if I wanted a wife in America, I would find one over here. It just doesn't make sense in bringing a woman over here.
Facts, bro. And that's what we keep telling you, brothers. IT. Book your IT consultations with me. Get on my my mentorship plan by the Patreon platinum tier. And of course, look out for my upcoming Python course coming next month in February. I'm giving you the tools, brothers, right, to break out the matrix, the tools. And if you don't take it, I don't know, man. I don't know. So did you come across rich women there in Hungary?
um, there are certain hotels there that you see people going in and out, and there's like cafes, and you could tell that they're rich people, like Rolls Royces drive up and let people out, and Maybachs and all that stuff. But I didn't have any contact with them, no. But I mean,
Okay.
I saw people I saw people get out of very expensive cars, and you know, you hear rumblings that there are people that maybe you know, own like tech companies and stuff like that.
Did you see black men in Hungary with good looking Hungarian chicks?
I think I only saw a couple of black guys like walking down the street with women.
And were the women good looking?
Uh, they weren't they weren't really bad, but they weren't, you know. But see, a lot of that depends on what side they're on. I mean, you know, if you're in the residential area, you know, I didn't see. Maybe I saw one black guy. He was at the concert. He had a nice looking woman. Um, but no, I didn't see too many too many mixed couples.
Oh, okay. Well, there isn't a lot of brothers there in Hungary. Interesting. That makes sense. So, what about in terms of, religion? So, is the average Romanian woman religious? Believes in God? Is she a Christian, or are they atheists there? The woman.
No, I think it's a religious religious country, and I don't know whether they really like practice it in that they go to church every week, but the principles they live by.
Okay, that's good. Principles are
Which
very
in many
important.
cases is more important than actually just going to church. If you go to church but you don't live by the principles,
Okay. So let me ask this then, right? So next question for you is social media. Was that a problem there amongst the women?
Um, I set my Tinder, and I started getting hits when I left, and but I don't think that. But most of the like IGs on Tinder and whatnot were, if you click on them, they're private. So, and they have like maybe like 200, 400. And I mean, I saw some women who were absolutely gorgeous on Tinder, and when I went to their IG, some of them had 50 or 100 or maybe 200 people. So I mean, I know that they have social media, but I don't think that they have a lot of this stuff like OnlyFans and stuff like that. I don't think so.
If I was to date a Hungarian chick and she had social media, and I told her, hey, if I want to take you seriously, you be my girl, etc., etc., I'm gonna need you to delete your social media. Would she do it, the average Romanian chick, or would she keep it and push back?
Uh, Gee, I don't know. Uh, most likely, she'd probably do it.
Okay. Okay. When you were there, bro, did you see a lot of Romanian women with guy friends?
Uh, I saw a lot of women by themselves.
Okay.
Uh,
Or with other women, her Greek
yeah,
friends, right? Okay.
yeah. And I mean, I would go to like the grocery store every day, and there are a lot of women shopping in there, by themselves, and I was right by the walking path when I was in the residential section, and there were a lot of women. They were solo. Um, it's one of the countries that women travel to solo. I mean, so if you wanted to meet a foreign woman, but you didn't want to spend a lot of money to go to the Netherlands or Denmark or whatever, you could probably go there, and chances are you'd meet someone from there.
Okay. So next question for you, Mr. Kevin, is do you are Hungarian women submissive?
Um, I would imagine, because of the gender role, and they're big on like family. Um, I mean, the mother has an influence, but the father has the final say in everything. So she's pretty much trained like that. She's raised up seeing that the mother takes care of the home, but like the father, he has the ultimate say in the home.
Okay, interesting. And are they feminine? Wear long skirts, do their nails, girly,
Uh,
sound like women.
Hungarian women on in the residential side, they really dress, and in the tourist uh, side, you see a few like goth girls, you see a few piercings, some tattoos, but not much, and
Okay.
like very seldom do you see like pink or blue hair. I mean, you'll see it some, but not much.
Question to brothers in live stream chat. What are your thoughts on goth girls? Press on one if you're into them. Press a two if you're not checking for them. Want to know your thoughts about goth chicks. So next question for you, bro, is so clubs and bars. Did you go out at all during your time in Hungary?
Um, no. The only place I went was uh, I went I went to an Italian restaurant for takeout, and they came downstairs and they said, "Yo, man, you got to come in and party with us." But I said, "No," I said, "I just want to get some food because I'm working on some stuff in my hotel room and I have to go." But yeah, the guys actually wanted me to come in and have a drink, but I don't drink, so but I thought that was funny because normally you go someplace for food, and they wanted me to eat there and to party with them, so that was a little different, caught me off guard.
So you ain't no, go clubbing, no bars in your time there, no?
No, no.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's cool. So next question for you, bro, is online dating. Um, Break it down for us, bro. What apps did you
Uh,
use out there? What websites or apps did you use out there? And were you successful on the apps or websites? Break it down.
I set my Tinder, but it didn't really start working till I had got back to I think I was in Slovakia by the time I was getting hits. But I did get hits, and I was getting hits from like 20 and 30-year olds, and I had my picture and my age up there as 59, and I was still getting hits, and I mean, I was also getting hits, I think, from women from Serbia because they were probably visiting in Hungary at the time.
Wow. So, brother, you were only on Tinder.
Yeah, at the time, yeah. I've changed to Seeking. I only use Seeking now.
Bro, let's keep it PG, please. So,
That is
next question.
PJ. That strange. That site has really changed. It's more so for professional men to meet more selective type of women.
Yeah, but brother, it's tricking, man. It's a tricking app. Let's not go too far on the panel, please. Please, let's keep it PG. So, next question for you, brother, is so are Hungarian women materialistic, brother? Right? Do they want um, Gucci bag, red bottom shoes, Gucci belt, Armani purse? Do they want that, brother? The
Uh,
average chick?
well, I mean, of course, there are some women there that do. And I mean, and if you want to deal with those type of women, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with a woman who wants certain things. I mean, and if you don't want to provide that, you just go on about your business. But yes, they do have women that want to live a certain lifestyle, and that's probably because they've lived that lifestyle before, and so they want to keep it up, and if they don't have the job or the education to provide that, of course they're going to be seeking it in a guy. But I mean, there are so many women there that, you know, if you're looking for that, you can find that. And if you, excuse me, and if you're not looking for that, then, you know, you just look elsewhere.
Okay. So next question for you, brother, is: are there any bad parts about Hungarian women that you don't like?
Uh, I don't. I think some of them can be maybe like standoffish, but I mean you're not going to have much of that for the most part if you approach them and if you're respectful. uh you know, you can at least get a conversation out of them. And if they're married or they're dating or something, they'll just come out and tell you that. But I mean, you know, they're not going to shame you, they're not going to put you down for approaching them. So you're not going to have too much trouble with the women there.
Okay, awesome, bro. Now, cold approaching. Were you cold approached by Hungarian women, or one or two or several on the street?
No, no, that would probably that would almost probably take a miracle. I mean, they don't do that, but the men over there do approach women, so the women are accustomed to being approached.
Did you cold approach women yourself?
A few.
And how did that
Uh,
go for you, brother?
well, I had awful luck in that they had boyfriends.
Ah, okay,
uh,
interesting.
I did most of my cold approaching over there in the party area, and I mean there were now the two young ladies from Jordan. I actually asked them when they were leaving, and they were actually leaving that evening. So you know that wouldn't have worked. But um, uh, there was one young lady. She was so beautiful. I asked her, could I take a picture? And she said, no, I don't take pictures. But she was nice and respectful about it. But I mean, you know, maybe I shouldn't have asked her to take her picture. But I mean, she just looked so good that I wanted a picture. But
Okay. So next question for you, brother, is: how should men dress out there in Hungary? Do we come through
uh,
wearing hold on. Do we come through wearing Sean John jeans, Echo coat, Timberland boots, 3/4 jeans, you know, white socks, New York Jet snapback, red bandana, gold teeth, gold chain, you know, diamond watch, tied up like a fug? Is that how we come through in Hungary, bro?
no, Hungary, the women dress pretty good, and the men, if you're going to pick up women, you have to at least be uh, like casual, business casual. A pair of shoes would be uh, kind of like casual dress shoes. Um, you may be able to get away with a pair of Jordans because Jordans are popular over there, but for the most part, you'll need shoes. But
Okay.
none of the other stuff. So now the guys over there, they wear jeans and hoodies and all that stuff. But I mean, if you're if you know, given what's at stake, you'll definitely want to be dressed.
Nice, nice. So, apart from Budapest, any other cities in Hungary where they check for brothers?
Um, someone told me about the second largest city. What is it, Shazez or something? It's a college town. It's supposed to be pretty good, and they say the people are really friendly, but I didn't get there.
Okay. So N-word use. I'm strongly against that. I'm vehemently against any use of that word. Did you hear it at all? Said towards you or in their
No.
language? Okay, that's good. That's good. And any dangers to be aware of in Hungary? Gangs, pickpocketers, weird stuff going on. Certain places you don't go to in Budapest.
No, but I think the latest I went out to walk was 11 o'clock, but it was on like a Friday or Saturday. And I mean, it was just like it was broad daylight because you probably had about 10,000 people on Vassy Street. So, but I didn't have any problems.
Okay, awesome, bro. Should brothers travel alone or in a group to Hungary?
I mean, you could do either, you know.
Okay.
I mean, if you're going out to bars, and I mean, you may, maybe it would be good to have good, to have a couple of people. But there's like three or four different bar districts, So there's Vassy Street. There's I think it's called Fashion Street. That's really nice. I mean, the women there, I think they're rich or more affluent. And then there's a place, I think it's called Jewish Quarters or something, and it's really nice. They have a lot of bars and restaurants. I like went through there, but I never really spent any time there.
Awesome. Those are my questions, brother. Awesome stream so far. Can we get a super chat, brothers? A PayPal donation. This has been another informative stream, so please show support. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let me now, what's it called? Bring in some callers to answer the guest question. How long do you have left in this call, Kevin?
Well, I have nothing else to do.
Okay, so let's go on for another couple. Let's go on for a bit more, and then we'll wrap it up. So, calling if you want to speak about your time in Hungary, you want to chime in. You have any questions for the guests in regards to Hungary? Now's the perfect time. Calling. I'm gonna get some water. Get some water, Mr. Kevin. We're in for another classic Q&A show. Let me get some water real quick. Give me 1 second, please. Replace message. And also go on the Patreon to hear all about how freaky Hungarian women are in the bedroom. All on the Patreon. Python course, February 2024. Big announcement coming next week. Big announcement coming next week on the Python course. Look out for that. Make sure you sign up for it. If you miss out, you miss out. Okay. Tons of people missed out last time. IP, open more spots. IP. Sorry, IP, I missed out. Sorry, bro. You should have got there first. Right? It's first come, first serve. All right. So look out for that coming in the coming days. Let me get some water, man. Yeah. That shit right there. Oh. That water good, man. Okay. That's good water, man. All right. All right, brothers, call in, man. Oh yeah, so let me ask, brother, right? So let me ask, bro. So everyone close your eyes and picture this story, right? Picture the story. Okay. You're in IT, bro. You work in IT. Okay. You had a long day at work. You come home. You have a Hungarian wife or girlfriend, right? And she greets you at the door. Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Takes your call off your back. Then, brother Kevin, background noise, please, brother. If you're eating, Kevin, put yourself on mute. I'll put you on mute. So this is the question for you, Kevin, right? So you grab her hand upstairs, right to the bathroom. You look her dead in the eye, and you tell her, "Hey, baby, can you, right, undress me? And after you undress me, can you come in the bath with me, inside with me? And can you bathe me in the bathroom? And after you finish bathing me, baby, okay, can you moisturize me from head to toe? Brother, will the average Hungarian chick on your plan bathe and moisturize you, bro?"
I'm quite sure she would.
Okay. Why is that?
Um, I mean, I'm quite sure that she would she'd probably do anything to please you.
Okay. Interesting. This is good. This is good. All right, brothers, call in, man. Call in. Um, you know, we got 80 people here. Call in if you want to you know, discuss this. Oh, flipping heck, bruv. All right, Mr. EE, we got to do a stream about your time. Are you eating, Kevin?
No.
Okay. EE, it's all good if you're eating, bruv. Just put yourself on mute. You're probably eating that good Hungarian food, huh?
Oh, no, I don't have any of that here.
So EE, let's get you on the channel, brother. Next time, please send me a DM on IG, brother. Looking forward to, hearing your experience. That'd be great, bro. Nothing but travel. Okay, interesting there. Let me see. Risk King, send me a DM on IG as well, brother. Let's touch base. So what countries have you been to, Risk King? Have you been to Laos? Have you been to Peru? Have you been to Paraguay, Uruguay? Any country that I've not, touched upon in the channel? Reach out to me, man. I got to do Slovenia, Kosovo, Armenia. I got to do Paraguay, Uruguay, Peru. There's a lot of countries I still haven't touched upon, man. I'm trying to do every country, right, on every on Earth, man. Every country on Earth. Every country on Earth. Thank you, bro, Mr. Risk King. Awesome, bro. You're in Vietnam right now. Top 5 countries you've been to, Risk King. Let me know in the chat. Belarus. I got to do Belarus. Who's been to Belarus? You been to Belarus, Fyodor? Have you been to Belarus before, Fyodor? That's right next to Russia. Who's been to Belarus? Have you been there before, Kevin?
No. I was supposed to go to Ukraine. I was talking to a guy that actually goes to Ukraine about every month, and I guess I'll see him again when I get to Slovakia. But I think he goes through Poland. But he says that Lviv is actually open.
Okay, interesting. Wow. Belarus, Kosovo, Armenia, Albania, Paraguay, Uruguay, Peru, Israel. I got to do these countries, man. Uruguay, Peru. JM in the background. Turn your camera about In the background, please, JM. Where have you been to, Theodore? What countries have you been to, bro? Let me know. Turn your camera on in the background. JM, you're confirmed. Thank you, bro. Camera off. Let me bring in Mr. JM in the building, man. What's going on, JM?
I'm at the airport. That's what's going on. My flight got delayed, so I've been
Wait, where you off to?
Oh, you don't remember? I'm going back to Thailand for another month. So
Nice.
I was in Brazil for 2 months. I had a week over here in Miami, and now I'm going back to Thailand for another month.
Awesome.
But I did hear the pretty much most of the stream. I think Hungary sounds very familiar to the last country speaking about. So I have similar questions that I have before that wasn't addressed. I apologize, for asking the same questions again, but it's important to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, the gym culture there, right? How is the gym culture there? Do people work out there, or are they just slender women? And that's kind of like the vibe.
Gee, I know I didn't go anywhere near a gym, and I don't think I saw a gym. I mean, it's not like when I was in Finland, where you knew that people were going to the gym because you'd see them either at the gym or going to the gym. But no, I didn't see. But I just see people out walking.
Okay, all right. So essentially they're just slender built women, right? And they don't work out for that. All right. Second thing is the height, right? Are these tall women? What's the average height over there?
You have kind of a mixed height, and then of course, I don't know whether I'm looking at Hungarian women or when I'm on the tourist side, whether they're from other countries. But I mean, you had some very tall women. They could have been Dutch or Danish, but so I guess they're different height.
Now, I remember you saying earlier in the stream, you said that the women age well there, and I find that hard to believe because I don't typically know Caucasian women aging that well, but you said they age well over there, right? You might elaborate on that?
Well, like in the 30 or 40 year range, you have some very nice looking women, and I mean, the other countries that I've been at when the women, of course, I even saw some women. They probably looked about 50 or 60, and they didn't look too bad. So, I mean, you see very few obese people there, even though the food is really good. So maybe you don't age as much if you're not putting on weight, but or it could be their genes or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, and how do people typically exchange information? Like, is it through socials? Do you get the number? How does that typically work?
I think WhatsApp is popular there, and I guess a few people had Instagram, but for the most part, I think it was WhatsApp.
Okay, another thing that I heard you bringing up, all right, about the prices, right? They were a little, I mean, they're not expensive, but maybe it's a little more expensive if you're maintaining a property in America and there. What would you say is a good budget, a good monthly budget, if you were to live, right, over there, like let's say for 2 months? What do you think would be a good monthly budget over there, right, for all accommodations?
I think maybe $2,500 a month if you're going to stay there for like 2 months. I mean, that's probably the minimum because something's always gonna come up that you're gonna have to spend a little extra money on. If I was gonna stay there for an extended period, I'd probably go closer to like $3,000 a month minimum.
I'm surprised you said it was that low. Like, I know you mentioned before how you said you didn't count your money and you spent like 8,000. I thought it'd be a lot closer to maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, but that was for my whole 28-day trip. I was in I think I went to 7 countries And so like I had budgeted like maybe 3,500, and when I came back and I added up everything, it was 8,000. And then of course that didn't include my airfare, which was business class. So it was much more.
So okay, so you're saying, all right, let's go with 3,000. You're saying 3,000 will be enough for your rent, right? The food that you eat, going out to restaurants, all that stuff like that, sightseeing, all that stuff. 3,000 should be more than enough there, or would you say it's more
Yeah.
high?
Yeah, you could do good on 3,000, and you could probably go on a couple of river cruises, or like dates or whatever, with that.
Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, that makes things sound a lot better. That's what I
Oh,
thought it was countries.
yeah.
That's not bad at all. Okay, I'll have to look into that.
Right.
That's pretty much most of my questions, because I feel like they're very similar to, and I forgot the country you spoke about before, but I feel like these women are very similar to those women over there, right? They
Yeah,
speak English well.
Slovakia.
Exactly, they speak English well. Under, they don't necessarily work out. They're feminine, young. They're easy talk. They're easy spirited, easy to talk to,
Mhm.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but now Budapest is actually Slovakia on steroids. I mean, it's a notch up. I mean, I personally, I prefer Slovakia because it's a slower pace, and it's smaller. But yeah, Budapest is a notch up from there.
I guess I thought of another question. I guess what are some of the main differences between the women here and then the Slovakian women that you spoke about previously? Like, what are the big difference, or are there any difference?
Yeah, I think the women in Budapest are more hip. They're really city girls, you know. But you know, but I mean, you know, they're more conservative, but they're and I mean, they may look a bit better, but I mean, well, you know, there's more women, of course, in Budapest, uh, but Slovakia is no joke. I mean, there's a mall there in Slovakia, and I mean, if you go there, you know, there's some women there, and also Slovakia have quite a few Ukrainian women, and you know that makes it off the charts.
Awesome. Thanks, Jam. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Josh John for the $2 super chat. Thanks for the support, bro. Are there Indian women there to please a brother? Kevin, any Indian chicks in
I think I saw a few Indian women in the tourist area, but not too many.
were they with brothers?
No.
Of course not. Hey, Jam,
Don't
hold on,
speak
Jam
down
is
to my.
here.
Don't do that.
Jam is here. I forgot. Go on, bro.
I was gonna say I gotta send you a video. I was watching a Korean interview, and there was an Indian woman with a brother over there. So you know, you always say about how the Indian women don't check for us, but I mean, I had no issues, and apparently they check it even internationally.
So you're telling me there was an Indian woman in Korea with a black boyfriend?
Yeah, she was quite attractive too. I'll send you the video.
Send me that video, bro. Obviously, but we got to do Brazil and Thailand. Obviously, when you're free, when you're ready, let me know, okay?
Will do.
Flipping heck. Wow. Oh, my goodness. No, actually, I won't tell you that story yet. Brothers, travel. You're missing out if you not travel, man. We're living the dream. We're traveling. Jam is living the dream. Kevin living the dream. I'm living the dream. I mean, we're trying to give that dream over to you, brothers, too. We're trying to spread that dream over to you as well as future aspiring passport bros. IT. Jam is also an IT. I'm in IT, right? So I don't know, bruv. So make sure, brothers, you are joining the Python course next month in February, right? 2024 ain't gonna be no joke. We're gonna up the ante to get brothers out the matrix. So Mr. Bryston, it says the device is not connected, bro. So if you disconnect and call back in again, it might connect it, but I can't bring you in. It says the device is not connected, bro. I don't know why. Awesome stream so far. All right, y'all call in. Y'all call in if you want to chime in on this incredible discussion. Classic live stream, man. Classic. Awesome. Any questions you got, Jam, for the brothers?
I didn't want to bombard the stream like last time. I was the only one who was asking questions. I was hoping someone else can call in, but I did want to reiterate your point about being in IT. Yeah, you definitely need to do it. This is something that I've known about for years, but I didn't actually do it until I saw a friend of mine do it first, and that literally changed my life. I would not have been able to do what I've been doing for the past year if I didn't work in IT. I have not taken any days off with the exception of maybe travel, like a day or two for travel when I'm flying. This has been all work vacations. As you can see, I've been traveling for 8 out of the 12 months of the year. Now I'm not taking any days off.
Damn, there you go, brothers, man. From the man himself, right? Get into IT. Book consultations with me. Get on my Python course coming next month. There'll be more details coming. Okay, how to get in, and first come, first serve. First come, first serve, as it always been. If you miss out, you go wait to the next batch. If you're serious about it, you're gonna join it. So yeah, we've not hit. I thought, right, the world is really big, right? It's over 100 countries. I've not even touched the surface. There's a lot of countries I've got to touch upon on the channel for brothers. So if you've been to a country that you want to speak about or I've not touched upon, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll get you on, man. If you had a great time in a particular country, reach out to me, please. All right, please spread the love. So let's give it 10-15 minutes. We're gonna wrap it up. So any callers, send your calls in, man. Now's your time to do so. We're gonna wrap it up. JM, you got any questions for the brothers in regards to Hungarian women, or you good?
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't want to bar the stream, but I mean, if Brandon or Bryce, it's Bryce, if Bryce is not going to be joining, then I guess I have a few more questions, right? In regards to the food, right? What's the main cuisine over there that people typically?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean what's the main? I know you said before that bread was a big thing in Scandinavia, so is that similar here?
No. In Hungary, they have a lot of dishes. My favorite was goulash, and I don't know whether you were on earlier when I said that it's the one country that can actually go toe to toe with like Southern black cooking as far as seasoning the food. So the food is really good.
What would you say the average price is for like a plate? Because typically when I'm abroad, I almost never cook. I always eat out.
You could probably for about maybe $10. I know one place I was overcharged for some goulash, but it was so good that I didn't even complain. But I think I paid like $18 for a dish of goulash, which I was overcharged. I happened to be talking to somebody when they were ringing it up, and I just gave them my card. But yeah, you could probably eat a meal there for $10, but it depends on where you eat. I mean, there's a lot of open cafes. There's a few places where there's outdoor food markets. But then again, I mean, you could go up to $200 or $300 meals if you want to. They have all types of food and restaurants there.
I'm pleasantly surprised with the cost of living over there. I could have sworn it was going to be a lot more expensive from what you were talking about, but it seems like it's very, very affordable. It seems like it's cheaper than Brazil, quite honestly. In Brazil, I'm spending an average of like $30-$40 per plate. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you have a variety. And I mean, you can live at any level you want to in Budapest. I mean, you could scrape by maybe on $800 a month if you wanted to, but I don't know what section of town you'd be in or whatever. Maybe you'd have to have a roommate, but typically for around 1,200 or 1,500 or something, you could live pretty good.
All right, I got one last question, and I'll end with this. Right, what are like the top 3 things as a man you need to have in order to attract the women there, right, and to attract them for kinship, not just like a sugar egg, right, for actual kinship.
Well, Walking Street, that would be a good place to go. If you drank, you know, you could go to the bars or clubs. There's always you know, events and
I think
you know,
you misheard me. I meant like the traits you need to have as a man in order to.
the traits. Oh, well, you should be respectful. You definitely have to have confidence. I mean, and they're the type of women that they don't really beat around the bush. So I mean, if you walk up to them and ask them for directions, and you know you stop at that, then you know you kind of lost out. But if you ask for directions and then say, well, you know, would you like to go out for coffee, or can I have your number, or whatever, you would have to take it to the next level. So you do have to be direct, because you know other guys that they're dealing with or that they've dealt with, you know, they were direct. Hungarian men let the women know exactly what they want, you know. So.
Do they exhibit choosing signals? Like, how do you know when to approach?
I think it over there, it really comes down to, are you interested in the woman, and you approach her. She's not going to, for the most part, I don't think that the women over there are going to be stepping up to you. That would be a rarity.
No, I understand, but I mean, is there any signs that the woman will give, right, that she wants you to approach her? Like, are there any signs, or do you just go to any woman that you find attractive?
Yeah, that's the way I would do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all the questions that I have. So I'll drop off. Amazing stream, fantastic stream, and yeah, I'll hit you up when I land somewhere between the 30th or something like that, and we can plan for those other streams.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, brother. Have a safe journey to Thailand, bro. Awesome. That's JM there. Let me bring in Bryson. He's working. His thing is working now. Give me 1 second, bro. Sorry if my language there, I swore accidentally. Apologies, brothers. Let me bring in Mr. Bryson. He should be working now. What's going on, Bryson?
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I heard background noise. Are you in a coffee shop or something?
I'm actually in a casino right now. Is it too much?
Yeah, it's a bit loud, bro.
Oh, maybe I can maybe mute and try to move to a quieter area.
Please do, because obviously,
okay,
if you hear any sort of copyright music, that might be a problem. So please go to a quiet area, bro.
Okay, I'll try. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on mute, and then write to me in a private chat when you're ready, bro. Yeah, he's been to Luxembourg, Laos, Slovenia, Luxembourg, Armenia. Let me know, bruv. That's gonna be a classic, man. Particularly Nepal as well. This year, let's do every country on planet Earth. That's a goal. This year, every country on planet Earth must be touched upon on this channel to give brothers options, context, how to navigate out there. Let's do it, man. So if you've been there, don't be shy, don't hide. Come on the channel and drop that intel for brothers, man. Right? We are a channel that spreads the love. Okay? It's 3:37 a.m. over here in the UK. late, you know, sacrificing my sleep, my time for you brothers, man. So please, man. What time's over there for you, bro, Kevin, in US?
10:37 at night.
Look at that, man. We up this late for you brothers. Please. Please, man.
Actually, that's the other thing I like about being in Europe is that my sleep was a lot better because like if I go to bed at like 1 a.m. in Europe, that, you know, I slept better than if I go to bed at we're 6 hours ahead here, so I mean they're 6 hours ahead there. So
let me ask this, yeah. Let me ask this, bro. So, do you see yourself living in Hungary in the future? Is it a country you would actually live in?
I don't know whether I would really like to live there. I would probably like to live in maybe like Prague, because I could take a train from Prague to most places in a couple of hours, you know, or 4 hours. Austria, but I would live in a little town, something like Graz. But I don't know whether I would want Hungary. And then I also heard that the winters in Hungary are wicked. So it snows a lot, and it's really cold there.
Okay. Interesting. All right, you back, Bryson?
Yeah, is that any better?
Much better. Fire away, brother.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing my best. It's pretty crazy in this casino right now, but I really wanted to come on the show because I spent I spent about a month and a half on a trip in Budapest, and it was one of the best times of my life. I mean, the situation with the women was incredible. Beautiful women, all of them were down, very down to earth, but at the same time they were very real, which is something I really appreciate from women. And it's just, I think it's pretty much the perfect circumstance if we're meeting women in Europe. So and actually right now I'm talking to a Slovakian girl that I met in London, and she's really cool too. So I would just like to come on and share what I know or answer any questions that anybody might have.
How did you meet that Slovakian chick in London? Did you cold approach her?
I was in a bar, and she was just kind of looking at me, and then we just started dancing, and we hung out another time, and we just kind of been keeping in touch online. But but it was just pretty much checking me out in the bar, choosing singles, basically. Yeah, but it was a great night. Yeah, it was a great night when we met.
Was that bar in Central?
In Central London?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly the name of the bar, but I imagine it might be pretty popular. Yeah, it was like Central London.
Okay, interesting. So, so you recommend Hungary? So you can confirm that Hungarian women like black men?
Oh my God, man! Oh my God, I think I've been to 34 countries, and I think that had to be up there. It might be top 3 for sure. It might be top 3. Like
wow.
It wasn't just Hungarian women checking. One Hungarian women were checking. Like, there's also a lot of women from other parts of Europe that created a good situation. Like with every bar I went to, there was a Croatian girl staring me down, and I met a lot of Croatian girls there, a couple Hungarian girls, so a Swiss girl, and then a Hungarian and German girl, just as like in a month. So it was just like that was like the time where I felt like I could literally have a rotation. Like I never thought it was like it was different, you know. Like I was like, if I just stayed here like 3 to 6 months, I could have like just a straight like rotation of like 5-6 girls, you know.
Wow. So Bobby, you've been to 34 countries. Obviously, there's some. I'm guessing you've been to countries that I haven't touched upon in this channel. Have you been to Laos? Have you been to Slovenia? You've been to Kosovo? Have you been to Nepal? What? Break it down for us, bro. Huh? We can't hear you, bro.
Right, wasn't.
We lost you there, bro. We lost you.
Oh, hear me?
Still can't hear you, bro. Hello? We've lost him. Okay. You back? Yo, you good? All right, bro. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap it up soon, man. I'm super tired. And I got a lot of busy stuff to do in the morning, man. It's crazy. Okay. All right, Bryson. Let's touch base on IG. I think we spoke together. We've spoken before. Hello? Is it me or is it the brother? Hello? All right, let me see. Let me check my... Is it my connection? Let me check my connection real quick. All right. Okay, let me bring everyone in. Let me bring in Bryce first. I'll bring in Jam. I'll bring in Kevin. I think we back. You back? Hello?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Can y'all brothers hear me? Press a 1 if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Bryson?
Yeah. I can hear you.
So, brother, I was mentioning the countries that I've not touched upon, like, Belarus, European spots, Laos. You've been to any of these, countries that...
Yeah. I think maybe before I got cut off, I've been in Laos actually, and I was just there for about a week, but I wouldn't necessarily say they were chicken for brothers, but like I will say that the women were exceptionally sweet, like just very, very submissive, very kind. They always, like I was treated extremely well from the women there. Like I remember this one experience where I was going to get like some street food, and like I had like one order, and then all these girls like gave me like order. Or it was then they just stopped charging me, just giving more food, and they were just really interested in me, wanted to have a picture and everything. Kind of treated me like I was like a king. And I'm actually from the USA. And this really surprised me, but there was this Laotian girl that I know, and then she actually like her boyfriend's a black guy, and she's Laotian. So I didn't think a Laotian girl would go for that, but apparently so, And if I knew that, I probably would have gotten on that earlier.
So have you been to Paraguay, Peru, and Uruguay?
No, unfortunately not. I'm trying to think of maybe a country that I've been that a lot of people haven't been. I've been to Malaysia. I wouldn't say that would be a hot spot to go to if you were trying to meet women, though, to be honest with you. I've been to Seoul for a while, but I think we've talked about Seoul already. Mexico, I think you don't talk about Mexico, and I think you've talked about it before, but I think Mexico is actually a really great place. There's some really, they're beautiful. The whole country's, there's a lot of beautiful spots in Mexico, great cost of living, and the women are really great over there too. I've had a lot of great experiences with the women there.
Okay. What about European countries that we've not touched upon? Like, have you been Uganda before? Uganda?
Uganda. No, I haven't been to Africa, just Morocco.
That's fine, bro. Have you been to what's it called? Have you been to Slovenia? You've been to Armenia, Kosovo?
Okay, I've been to Bulgaria. Have we talked about that yet? Or yeah.
Only once,
Bulgaria,
but go on.
Yeah, I've been to Bulgaria and Croatia.
Okay.
But
where? So, but that's quite a lot. What about in terms of like Asia, then that I've not touched upon in your opinion?
Well, I visited Thailand. Spent a lot of time in Bali, Malaysia, and South Korea, and Laos. So yeah,
Let's
yeah.
let's do Bali and Laos, bro. Can you send me a DM, bro? I know who you are. We touched base before last year.
Yeah, we've talked before. Yeah.
Just send me a DM,
maybe
brother.
twice.
Yeah. Happy New Year, bro. Let's touch base, and I want to do a Laos stream, obviously, brother. If you're not checking for brothers, that's cool. I want to hear that experience, brother, in your terms, okay?
Okay, sure.
Awesome. Let's do that Laos stream this year. Let me bring in Jam and Kevin. They got questions for you, bro. Brother, they're playing music in the background, copyright music. Can you go to a quieter place, bro, just so I don't get that copyright hit, please? Thank you, bro. Let's wait to go to a quiet place. Obviously, they're playing copyright music. I don't want that smoke. You know how YouTube is. So we'll wait for him to get back to us, Jam. Then if you have any questions, we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, let me see. That's you, Bryson. Yes, background music, brother, in the casino. Let me know when it's all clear, Bryson.
Well, I guess while he's trying to find a more quieter place, the questions I have for you, Bryce, is similar to the questions I had for our guests. It's just that I noticed that you're a lot closer to my age, right? And I'm sure that the experience is probably going to be a little bit, actually not a lot different for you, right, than for someone who's a little bit older. So that's why I wanted to ask you about your experience, right? While you were here.
All right, Bryson, you back?
I don't know if I can do anything about the music.
All right, brother. So then we can't.
Yeah.
So, bro, it's going to be a problem. All right, but
okay.
Let's touch base, brother, Bryson, and then we'll speak from there. And obviously, we can answer Jam's question in our next stream or whatever. Okay. All right. Let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. So thank you for that, Bryson. Appreciate you both for calling in. I got a super chat. Hold on. I got a super chat here. Let me see. Where is it? Shout out to Josh John again for the $5 super chat. IP, really important question. Are there any Belarus or Russian women in Budapest that will make or break it for me? Mr. Bryson, you go first, brother, but be real quick, brother. Did you see that over there in Budapest? If you're there, Bryson.
Okay, sorry. One more time.
Did you see any Belarus or Russian women in Budapest?
Oh yeah, I was there. I don't know if the situation's changed a bit, but so the war is going on in Ukraine. So what was going on in Budapest is that a lot of Ukrainian and Russian women were heading to Budapest, kind of as a place to flee from the war situation on both sides. So I didn't necessarily go on any dates with any Russian or Ukrainian women, but there's a lot there. Tons are there when I was there. So maybe the situation's changed and they've gone back to their countries, but when I was there was tons of them there.
Awesome, thank you, bro. I'm gonna put you on mute there, Mr. Kevin. Did you see any Russian and Belarus there in Budapest?
I really couldn't tell, but it was my understanding that they did have quite a few Ukrainian women there.
Awesome. I read your super chat there, just John. It's all good. I read your super chat. I was going to read it. I just had a question to go through. Awesome. Just John, you've been to Guatemala before? I've not done Guatemala. Have you been Guatemala, Bryson?
Yeah, I've been to Guatemala actually. Yeah.
Right,
no, it's beautiful.
Touch base with me. Go on, bro.
I mean, I think it's a beautiful country to visit. There's a lot of like archaeological sites and nature and stuff like that, which I'd really recommend. I didn't see any. Um, maybe I mean, you never know. Maybe I was just wasn't in the right spots, but I didn't meet any women there, or I don't think it's like a good place to go if you were looking for that. But if you were like looking to explore or something, it's great. I mean, I had an amazing time there.
That's fine. That's fine. It ain't gotta be about women all the time. I'm gonna put you on mute there, but I'm hearing background noise. It ain't gotta be about women all the time. It's about culture, life, cost of living, working IT there, setting up a base there, etc., etc. That's why I asked. That's why I asked the generic questions about hotels, cost of living, etc., etc. You been in Bolivia, Bryson, as well?
I
Bolivia,
haven't been to Bolivia. No, I haven't been there,
right? So,
unfortunately.
send me a DM on IG, bro. Let's do Laos and Guatemala this year, bro. Looking forward to it. If they ain't checking for brothers, that's okay. We're gonna give you the truth and nothing but the whole truth. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, so let's wrap it up. So, do you have any closing statements, Mr. Jam?
Nah, just questions, but I guess I'll save it for the next stream.
Okay, thank you, bro. Safe journey to Thailand, brother. Have a safe trip. We'll speak soon. Mr. Bryson, I'm gonna drop you off, brother. Thank you for calling in, brother. I appreciate you, brother, for chiming in. Much appreciated, bro. I'm gonna drop you off, Mr. Jam, as well. Thanks for calling in, brother. With your questions, I appreciate it. Mr. Kevin, do you have any
Yep.
closing statements, bro?
No. Oh yeah, there's one thing. I noticed that the passport agency have put out new posters with a black woman on there, encouraging people to get their passports, and it's kind of funny that they didn't have any pictures with black men, but we'll wait and see. Do they expand the campaign?
Thing is, right, I'm gonna make it very clear, right? You know, this passport bro ish ain't for everyone. Like, some
Right.
people are living in fantasy land, okay? Right? If you're not an IT, right, if you're not a professional, being a passport bro is a dream for you. I'll
Right.
keep it a stack. I'll keep it 100 with you. So all these passport sisters traveling here and there, cool. They're back in the West, and they'll be traveling to that country again 2 years from now. Passport bros, we're going there once a month, once every few months. We're living there, we send up connections, networking. Again, if you're not an IT professional or professional in general, but you want to be an IT dude, because guess what? IT gives you the flexibility to remote anywhere around the world. Okay, that's why I push IT. It is one of the few industries where you can remote work anywhere around the world. If you are a lawyer, good luck, because if you're a lawyer in New York, how are you going to practice in Tokyo or South Korea? They need you in the courtroom, boy.
Mhm.
They need you in the courtroom, girl. You know. So if you're a lawyer, you want to be a passport bro, good luck, right? If you're a firefighter, you want to be a passport bro, okay, ultra good luck to you. But if you're an IT professional and you got multiple skill sets, you ain't got to be in that country to do the job. It's all online. And that's why I'm pushing IT to you, brothers. That's why I tell you, brothers, book your IT consultations with me via the Candy link below, right, in the description box. That's why I tell you, brothers, right, join the platinum tier for the IT mentorship. That's why I tell you, brothers, right, look out for my Python course coming next month in February, right, in February, where I teach you Python myself. I give you the game, the juice. So much value on this channel. You got the Patreon, you got the channel, you got me teaching you IT, you got me guiding you towards IT. And you can see the testimonials on my channel. We're not playing no games, man. So take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. Only you can change your life. Okay? A passport sis can be, working at Costco, right, or Walmart, travel to Jamaica for a bit, get ran through by Jamal, the 6'5" Rasta man, right, with dreads. Cool. She's back in the UK. She's back in the US a week later, and she'll be back in Jamaica 2 years from now or next year. But if you're an IT bro, you can be there once a month. If you're on IT, bro, you can be living there, remote working there, or you can get a job in a country that has a great economy, Japan, the Middle East, South Korea. The game is the game, bruv. We not playing no games, man. Kevin, appreciate you, bro. Okay.
Yep.
Have a great weekend ahead. We speak soon,
Yep.
brother. All right, we got a few more streams to get done, brother. But I'll
Yep.
keep in touch and we'll set some days and times to get that done. Okay, bro?
Yep.
Salute you, brother. I'm gonna drop you off, Kevin. Have a nice weekend.
All right. You too.
Peace out.
Bye.
Thank you, bro. Peace out. Awesome. So, brothers, awesome stream. Awesome stream. Thank you very much for chiming in, for watching. I will try and do Switzerland again. Okay. I will try and do Switzerland again. We got work to do this year. I'm planning some big stuff. Don't worry. IP plotting on some moves for you brothers. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, man. Shout out to my IT bros. Shout out to my passport bros. Shout out to the future passport bros. Shout out to our foreign woman. I'm international passport. Reach out to me on IG if you want to come in the channel, share your story, whatever. You know, let's go, man. Let's go. Ain't no games up in this mofo. Ain't no games. Thank you so very much and peace out. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.